Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Russ Strock here, and I am back in my wine cellar. And this is going to be about the final episode of my winemaking experience here with 3 batches, 1 blackberry and 2 mulberry. So let me go ahead and get started. So in this video, I am going to take the final specific gravity reading so that I can do the subtraction with the beginning specific gravity to get a final alcohol by volume measurement. And as you can see, the hydrometer in this blackberry wine is clearly in the green now. And I'm going to do a careful read by lifting this up to my eye level. And I am getting about 1.01, and we'll try this again just so you can see a little bit. It's actually closer to 1.02, I believe. So I'm going to actually show you that calculate 1.020. I'm going to pause this for a moment, get the other readings, and then we'll do the math. So now I'm getting ready to pour my first batch of mulberry to test the hydrometer reading, and I thought I'd just show you how I do it. I pour a little bit in this measuring device and then into this cylinder till it's about 2/3 full. And I take the hydrometer, drop it in here carefully, and you take a look. Oh boy, we can see this one is, I'm sure it has more alcohol because it's sinking farther into the green, almost into the red. So there's not a lot of sugar left in this one. So this one is definitely closer to the 1.01. I'm going to take a close look and just see where we're at compared to the other one. This one here is more at the 1.00. It's almost in the red. The red is 1.00, and you got to get it so it doesn't stick to the side. You can clearly see a little green, but not quite to the 1.010. So we are we're going to call this one 1.02. I'm going to write this one down, and I'll do the math when I'm done with all 3 of them. Okay, now I have my 3rd batch poured, and I've put it in the container, and I've got the hydrometer spinning. And as you can see, this one is there's some green showing. It's going to be similar to the last one, but probably a little bit sweeter because I can see just a little bit more green. I'm going to take a careful read, and I can see that this one is this one is similar to the last one. We're going to call it 1.002. And I think on the last one I missed a 0, but it should be 1.002. So we'll pause and then I'll show you the math calculations. Okay, so at this point I've now taken the calculations and I've done the math, and that blackberry, the first reading I took, the start specific gravity 2 weeks ago was 1.15. Today it's 1.02. You subtract those 2 numbers, you multiply it by 131.25, and you can see the alcohol by volume is 17%. Same process for the next 2. They had the same ending specific gravity of 1.002. You subtract that from the start. All 3 of them had the same start of 1.15. Multiply by the 131.25, and these 2 have the highest alcohol content, which is right at about 19.4%. So this whole process has taken about 2 weeks to complete, from the start of pitching the yeast until today. And these 3 batches, still have a small amount of fermentation underway, but almost nothing. It's basically done. And I could stop it if I wanted to add some metabisulfate tablets are basically sulfur. All right, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this winemaking process. Now, what to do with these poor 3 glasses of wine that have been removed from their batches? Let me guess. All right, enjoy your November. Thank you.